What up, everybody? How's it going? I am here today to do a little something different. Um, I was just doing a nightly scroll on Instagram, and I came across the Keke Palmer situation. Um, she's apparently taking legal matters against Trey Songz because she had a cameo in his video and without giving her permission. And so I had seen this story like a couple days ago, and really not even thought anything about it. But today, while I was on the Shade Room, I, saw the story, and I went to the comments. I don't really know why. I honestly try to stay away from situations that I know are going to be ignorant, and Shade Room comments are oftentimes ignorant. We all know that. But I just felt the need to comment. Because of what I saw. Like, I was really, honestly, just upset. That's why I'm making this video. Because it's not the happiest of videos. I'm a little mad at what I saw and just in general at what's going on around me. When I saw the post, I started seeing comments about Keke taking an L, her being dramatic, blowing out of proportion, girl, you look silly, all this stuff. And the first thing I thought was, what? Like, are y'all for real? I saw one comment personally myself that was positive and uplifting and actually considerate. That's the thing. I think my main question in this, or the main reason I was upset, because I was really like, are people really thinking before they're actually commenting, or are they just commenting what other people are thinking? Because if not, I'm sad. I'm sad because people can't have, like, where's the compassion? Just the fact that people would see a problem with her sticking up for herself was just kind of like, what? Is this for real, because we don't know what really happened. Nobody other than Keke, Trey, her friends were there. And so and that's the thing, I was seeing women comment. That's what really, like, upset me, because we're each other's sisters. Like, we were just marching strong. I know it may not be the same dynamic of people commenting under the Shade Room that we're walking, whatever. But if you're like me and you were looking at those posts, you were also looking probably at this Keke Palmer post, That's not what we're here to do. Regardless of how big or small the matter, she had something to say about it. She obviously wasn't comfortable with what happened and what went down, and she's doing what she feels like is necessary. And it's just like, why are people commenting negatively about that? For her standing up for herself, like, no. And I don't know if it's like because it's Aquarius season, which is all about, breakthroughs and just everybody just paying a lot of attention to the news, basically, and having opinions. And I just feel the need to voice mine about this in general, and just about a lot of things, because that just didn't sit well with me. And as far as how I was in the mirror just hours before I saw that post, telling myself that I'm worthy, just so I can believe that. And I feel like there's a connection between that and the comments in the Shade Room, and how we look at ourselves as Black women, how we look at ourselves as a generation, how we look at ourselves as a race. There's a connection between all of that, because if we all knew we were worthy, there would be nothing wrong with with our opinion of Keke Palmer's post. Or what she did. There would be, like, we would see nothing wrong with it, because if I can see that I'm worthy, I can see that the next person is worthy, and the next person is worthy. And obviously, she was not treated like she was worthy, and I just felt like I just couldn't sit and not say nothing about that. Like, Keke, I don't know if you're watching this, girl, I got your back, because I just have had it, like, up to here with judgment like that. Like, that is killing people, to be real. People are killing themselves, let's say that, over stuff like that, because you think that's a lot of pressure, and to not feel supported by women when this is clearly something to do with, you know, her being a female. What's up with that? Like, it's just not fair. So that's what I have to say about that. I have a little tidbit of notes. I was trying to just keep it short. And I want to just start really having honest conversations, even if it's between me, Buddha, and the camera for now, and, you know, the audience, of course. That's what I want to do, because I feel like I feel a calling to heal that. Heal, you know, myself, of course, but my generation, because there's a connection between, like I said, how we feel about ourselves when we write comments like that, and why we feel that way, you know? And it has a lot to do with our history. And I'm just trying to educate myself right now on that. So I'm about to start doing a lot of speaking. It's Aquarius season. I keep saying that, but I'm Aquarius rising, which also everybody needs a natal chart so you can know that information about your astrologic chart, because it's crazy how accurate it is to know about your personality, all that. It's helpful. It just really is. But I'm about to start chatting it up, and I want to just have, like, you guys comment and have conversations, because we need to start doing better, basically, because I'm trying to have a family in the future, and I don't want to, I know this sounds so cliche, but I need something better for them to come into, you know, like, so I'm going to try to make things better for them. I'm going to do all I can do. I think that was all I have to say, but I do want to leave you guys with a quote from a book that I love called Spiritual Lessons for My Sisters by Natasha Munson. I feel like I put this in one of my other videos, but the quote that I'm going to read really applies to this, because Keke was speaking her truth, and that's the thing. I can just not say anything about someone standing up for himself, because I'm learning so much about truthfulness, authenticity, and that being a way of life, because it just feels good to just be able to be yourself and say what you want to say, right? Everybody should be able to do that. And Keke, you know, you my girl. Keep doing it, really. Yeah, I think that was, like, just, and my thing is, it's compassion. Like, nothing is going to change our outer world except for that. It's not going to be politics. It's not going to be, you know, protests. It's not going to be violence at all. It's going to be compassion and being able to put ourselves in other people's shoes, because that's the main thing. Like, girls, women, if that were you, you know, that's all I have to say. If that were you. Compassion 101. Sorry. Anyway, so let me read this passage so we can get on out of here. I'm going to keep it brief until the next time, guys, but this isn't the last you'll hear from me, okay? So, live with truth. The one thing that stops many of us from living lives we love is that we are fearful of the truth. We never want to confront it, speak it, or hear it. The truth, though, will always become manifest. It's just a matter of time. For so long, I hid behind the truth because I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings. I didn't want to point out that they were not adding anything to my life. I never wanted to say the things that were embedded in my spirit. How do we get past having good intentions and actually speaking our truth? I've learned that the truth will come out in time. I've also realized that we can save ourselves so much time, energy, and emotional output if we simply speak our truth, live our truth, and be our truth. I appreciate and admire honesty and truth. It takes courage and strength to speak it and stand behind it. In our lives, we have to make decisions each and every day. I believe with my heart that the most profound and authentic decision we can make is to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your needs and capabilities. Be honest with others. Empower yourself by living with truth. Can I get an amen? That's my little tidbit for you guys. Like I said, I'll be back with more. I try to keep it brief. Stand up for yourselves. Stand up for what's right. Always. That's what's going to turn things around for us. So, love and light always. Peace out. And I'll be back.